The Rona is dropping off players at a what? Marcus Smart, KD, Rudy, Spider, now Sean Payton, not a player, but I heard there's 2 Lakers. They haven't released the names.
There's 2 squirrels. I saw a rabbit. There was possibly a possum. A weasel has it. Fuck out of here, man. Like, give me somebody regular.
Hey, we're here and amongst.
I heard a mascot got it. A couple cheerleaders.
Well,
possibly an athletic director. You know, just
not the AD.
Just throw out all possibles. That makes your story credible.
The AD of a NIAAIA school.
This is Dub. Welcome to Ball and Bucket.
This is Diddy 314.
He's the shoe king.
Hey, Mr. Show Me State. Welcome to the Show Me State. Let's talk. We're going to try to stay off the Corona talk, so let's talk other craziness. Let's talk the craziness that is the NFL free agency.
Let's talk the craziness that is. Can we start with Ryan Tannehill?
Got the bag.
How, Sway?
Because you have made a profession somehow last year. Half of the season you made it look good to just hand off to King Henry.
And what did King Henry get?
Franchise tagged.
So you telling me Ryan Tannehill,
who couldn't make it in Miami?
Where was he before Tennessee? He was somewhere else, right? He was damn
Miami.
out the league.
Miami, the Dolphins.
I thought he was like a Bears backup or something. But irregardless,
that's not a word, but okay.
It is during the Rona.
Okay.
The Chinese virus.
Kung flu.
The Kung flu. God damn. Derrick Henry ran for
all of it.
1,700 yards.
Let's just say all of it.
You won because you had a defense in the playoffs. This is worse than Kirk Cousins to me.
And he got re-signed, got $66 more million.
Bruh, the level of white privilege with these quarterbacks.
Not only did he get $66 more million, they were like, you know what? We're going to ship Stephon Diggs to Buffalo. You won't catch anything but a cold there because we're going to give us the clean-cut white guy, wide receiver Thielen for 100, please.
They re-signed Thielen?
No, but like you are putting your horse on Thielen if you ship off Diggs. Come on.
And Thielen was hurt 6 or 8 weeks last year. Buffalo is where all receivers go to die because you can't throw the ball after November.
That's why I said the only thing you catch there is a cold.
I get it. I mean, but that's not the wide receiver fault. That's poor. That's the Bills family refusing to build a dome.
And I get you. That's why I'm just like, you feel bad for anyone getting sent there because you know whoever sent you there is sabotaging you.
Right, but he's got 2 years probably on that deal left. Okay. He'll go to Miami. Or fucking the Raiders or somebody after that.
Okay, so we talked about Tannehill. Like, you got the bag. Like, good
we're not done with Tannehill because if he got $120 million basically, and people are questioning if Cam Newton can still play, like, the level of whiteness just from that statement blows my mind.
So where does Cam end up? Let's talk about that. San Diego said we're going to rock with Tyrod Taylor. I'm cool with that. Let's rock with Tyrod Taylor. Teddy Bridgewater took Cam's job in Carolina. Okay.
No, it wasn't his job. They had already shipped Cam out. Mentally, Cam was gone after he basically was like, you know what, fuck y'all, I'll go have surgery.
Yeah, okay. So where does Cam end up?
Where would I like to see him end up?
Well, your team already signed someone I can't stand.
My Colts signed Phillip Rivers for 1 year.
God, I hate Phillip Rivers.
1 year, $25 million, and I'm not sure he's better than Jacoby Brissett.
I
a healthy Jacoby Brissett, because that was the problem last year. Is Brissett couldn't stay on the field.
I would have thought Cam would have been a better fit there.
Couldn't do that. It's the ghost of Christmas past with Andrew Luck of we can't bring in the guy we should have drafted.
Okay. So where would you like to see him?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, speak it out. Why didn't Ben play?
Ben was hurt all last year.
That's right.
So why not have the guy who most resembles Ben Roethlisberger on your team?
Because he's colored.
So is your coach.
He is.
So is your whole family with the Rooney Rule. Like, you guys are the Rooney Rule.
Okay.
So if there's any team that's going to say, hey, you know what?
Cam's not going there to be a backup. Cam's not a backup.
Right. That's the only problem, is that they still have Ben under contract.
Well, you know who you could send over there who might need to be a backup? Old crab legs.
Jameis?
Mm-hmm. Because either way it goes to me, Jameis, you are a backup.
For a year?
Or two.
No. I don't say two. Not given the dudes that's out here starting now. Gardner Minshew, the dude from Jacksonville, he's better than that. He's better than Trubisky. He's better than... At this point, he's fucking better than Garoppolo. Garoppolo just had a safety blanket of a team.
So, like, looking at the teams in the league.
Free agent teams.
You know where Cam could also go? You know where Cam could also go, sir? You know where Cam could also go? I would love it, sir. Look at me, I'm talking to you.
I'm looking.
Denver.
Well, they just cut Flacco.
Yes. You put Cam in Denver? Okay. Cam in Denver. Say it with me now. Cam in Denver. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. Say it with me now.
Cam could go. He's not going to Cincinnati. They drafted a quarterback. Definitely Denver. Didn't Detroit get rid of Matthew Stafford?
Mm-mm. There is Slay. You trade Slay, but then you sign Trefont. Like, what are you doing?
Same person.
Yeah, like what'd you do that for?
Definitely Jacksonville.
Well, Jacksonville's rolling with
Minshew.
Uncle Rico.
Who's Miami's quarterback?
Rosen. No, didn't they draft someone?
So Fitzpatrick. Better than that.
And didn't Miami just get something?
Miami spending a lot of money.
What did they just get?
I mean, they got
a
bunch of defensive players.
They got Byron from the Cowboys. He went there.
A bunch of defensive players.
Yeah. But quarterback-wise, that makes sense.
New England.
What are they going to do? Can we talk about this for a second, though? At first, I was like, Tom Brady, you were tripping. But then I look what's there and who's there. I get it.
And Washington. But Washington might roll with the young boy.
Yeah. I can understand somewhat why my Tom Brady did it. I get it. I don't think it's not necessarily going to work out, but I get it. You've got two stud wide receivers.
Possibly three. Berryman.
Okay.
If they re-sign him.
You have okay defense.
Pretty good defense.
Yeah.
Their defense sucked because Jameis threw 30 interceptions.
Yeah. Running back. Who's a running back?
It doesn't matter.
So they have a decent tight end.
Their running back is Pee Wee Jones or whatever.
Oh.
Pac-Man Jones. Some shit. Ronald Jones.
So, like, and then he likes Bruce Arians.
Bruce Arians a quarterback coach.
Yeah. So I get it. I get why you went. And, like, you were really trying to get away from New England and all that. Like, I get it. Hopefully it's not Washington.
Did he even sign yet?
They're doing the physical. Like, no one signed anything, really. He's got to do the physical, which apparently they're on board with.
No, I mean, do you blame Brady for leaving? No, because there's a lot of talent, and you're in the NFC South, who is a crapshoot to win every year.
It's either you or Drew Brees.
Right. Well, depending on what kind of season they have, because they're bound to come back to earth.
What's Teddy Bridgewater going to do in Carolina?
They still don't have nothing. Like, the problem is they have no talent. They literally only have White Lightning.
Yeah.
Atlanta basically needs to just start over.
When do you let go of, when do you say you're done with Matt Ryan?
Me?
It's an overall question, but like, like, what have you really done
He lost the Super Bowl.
in epic fashion?
They like him though. He's a safe dude. He never got no trouble. He still puts up fantasy numbers. They just can't win. I think their problem is play calling, which what lost them the Super Bowl.
And then that dude, no, because
he went to the 49ers. I know.
No, but wasn't he? I thought it switched right before the Super Bowl because their awesome play caller was. I don't think he actually called the Super Bowl. I could be wrong. I don't think he called it.
Either way,
because they switched because he got the job, and I don't think he was there to play call the Super Bowl.
Either way, if you have Julio Jones and you're unable to get him more than 10 touchdowns a year, something's wrong. Which transitions me into wide receiver talk. How in the fuck do you let DeAndre Hopkins go
for a pack of Skittles and these nerds
and a grape strawberry mystic?
Not even a mystic, it was a Faygo. It's only good in Detroit.
No, Flacco like Faygo, I think. I swear on you.
For David Johnson, who's been worthless,
washed. Well, it's a running back, so you can't say washed. He was coming off injury, but he's not Adrian Peterson. Like, not to mention you got Carlos Hyde, right?
Who was doing his thing.
So did you hear all the stuff about why he traded him?
But then I heard Hopkins said that wasn't it. But Michael Irvin said he had the conversation with Hopkins.
I don't believe half of what Coke Irvin says.
Watch your mouth. Cowboy great. Watch your mouth.
Miami great. I get it.
What I think happened is Irvin was telling the truth. Hopkins didn't think Irvin was going to go run and tell the media.
Well, beyond that, he wanted a new contract.
What he was prepared to sit, apparently.
And who's his coach?
Bill O'Brien.
Who's his GM? Bill O'Brien. First year GM. I don't know how you go from losing a playoff game in epic fashion to getting promoted to GM, where the last 2 or 3 years he's tried to blow every season, right? Is it because he's a Belichick guy?
He's not one of the smart Belichick guys.
Don't matter. Neither is our president.
He's not a Belichick guy.
But he's not smart. You don't have to be smart.
Well played.
So is that the allure? Is this like an old tournament game?
Yeah. Come on now. It's not even tournaments when they lost to Evansville with Walter McCarty coaching.
Earlier this year. Mm-hmm. Okay. But that's why. Your coach wasn't prepared to be a GM.
I'm going to throw some scenarios out there. I just want to get your take.
Did you see that the Madden trade simulator didn't even approve that trade?
Correct.
Okay. My last.
Colt McCoy signs with the Giants as the backup. Colt McCoy stays with the job. I don't know how he stays with the job.
Chase Daniels signed with the Lions, I think.
Chase Daniels is 2 inches shorter than us.
No. He's 32 seconds taller than me. He's 8 seconds taller than you. And apparently he's a good locker room guy. Shout out to Mizzou's. He might have been the best Mizzou quarterback.
What about the black dude, which we can't remember his name?
Kobe Jones?
Or Brandon Smith. Brad
Smith. Brad Smith was...
a wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, and a kick returner.
Well, let's talk about Todd Gurley. The fall from grace.
He got his money.
He did.
Did they pay him out that? Did he get paid out his contract?
The 10.5? No. That's where they cut him.
Okay.
So what he got his money was on the guaranteed part earlier.
And 1 year of that deal.
Yeah. You knew something was up because even prior to the Super Bowl, like you weren't the same Todd Gurley.
I don't think he's healthy.
Correct.
We said that then.
Yeah. Before the Super Bowl, we're like, something's up.
So now that he don't have all the pressure on him, maybe he can actually rehab or something. I don't know. I don't get it, but the Rams spent way too much money on everybody.
Clay Matthews, old Thor, got released today.
Overpaid.
33 years old.
They shouldn't have gave him that money to begin with.
Yeah.
That's why they couldn't keep Talib.
He also shoots people in the ass, but whatever.
Hey, he covers people. Him and Ramsey,
Woo.
that would have been it.
Broncos waive Flacco. I want to know, he failed physical designation. What does that mean?
He couldn't pass a physical.
For what?
Just to play. Like you
No,
have
I get that, but like, what did you not pass though?
Oh. I mean, it's Flacco. He ain't been good in 5 years. 4 years.
Yeah. We already mentioned it. Stephon Diggs to Buffalo.
I hate that for him though, because like
same here.
He's a good receiver.
Very good.
Maybe he'll play his way out of there.
So let's talk about the people who are still available. The one that sticks out to me, but it's also your fault because you were wanting way too much money for the production you had.
Your dude,
Clowney. Clowney wants north of $20 million a year. You had 3 sacks and maybe 30 tackles.
he came on in the playoffs.
You didn't come on $20 million a year. I'll tell you that. You need to watch your mouth and go in and sign a 1-year deal with someone to pad your numbers to make it worth it.
No,
Seattle's willing to bring you back. They're just not paying you $20 million a year.
right. Seattle lives by the Patriots rule of we're not gonna overpay nobody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay him not that kind of money, but you know, as much as they took care of JJ Watt, fuck it.
But he's one of them.
It's true.
Jameis Winston still a free agent. Emmanuel Sanders.
Emmanuel Sanders needs to go back to the Niners.
Yeah.
Because that would be a good one, too, with Sanders and Debo. Debo Samuel.
Yeah. Josh Gordon says he's going to be in the league next year. I don't see how, but okay.
He'll go to Miami.
He wants to go to Tampa Bay.
Same thing. He'll be somewhere south.
And apparently AB thought he was going to go there, too, and reunite with Brady, but apparently Aaron's like, I coached you before. I want nothing to do with it. So now his feelings are all hurt.
He could... They'll be south people. Like Carolina, Tampa, Miami, Atlanta.
Eric Reed was cut.
The safety?
Yeah. Kaepernick's boy.
Yeah, but that's the Panthers. Like, he didn't really produce that much.
True.
It wasn't set up for him to produce either.
Marcus Mariota. I think he's on the Raiders now.
Yeah.
What does that mean about Carr?
They got 2 quarterbacks.
They've always, you get 2 quarterbacks, neither one are that good. So if you have 2 quarterbacks, to me,
I don't know. Carr almost got them in the playoffs last year.
Carr did or their defense?
That's the thing. All you need now is a
Clock controller.
Is a Trent Dilfer for a lot of these teams, right?
Yeah.
So they got Jacobs, the running back.
Yeah.
They got a solid D. And they're in a kind of fucked up West. Broncos, Chargers, You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to beat one more team.
Have I mentioned how much I hate Philip Rivers?
Yeah, I don't like it. But the Colts aren't spending any money. All they did was do Rivers, and they got a defensive lineman.
They don't never spend money.
Buckner from the Niners. No, we always got the highest available payroll.
Ravens declined the option on Brandon Carr. I would love for him to go back to Dallas.
That'd be a good move for him to go back.
He's 33, though.
Are we not going to talk about Dak?
Dak's an idiot. It serves you right that you got executively franchise tag for 31.5 when we offered you 33 and $100 million guaranteed, and you're like, I'll pass. I'm better than that. Guess what? Here's a newsflash. No, you're not. No, you're not. So, yeah. I want to know what's going to happen with Amari. But you know what? Actually, I take that back.
I thought you already saw what Amari got.
Did he actually sign?
Yeah, I thought he got 100. Which is, to me, outrageous.
Outrageous. But you know what I am happy about the signing? McCoy. Gerald McCoy went to the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. 2 for like 15.
Yeah, I'm happy about that.
Why?
Because I don't trust Dak. So this defense, we have this whole bend don't break. We need to replace our best corner, our best secondary member who left, went to the Dolphins. That's why I wouldn't mind getting Carr back, or maybe even getting B.W. Webb from the Bengals. I want to do something quick to fill that gap. What do you think that the Patriots do at quarterback? That's something you haven't had to say in 20 years.
Now, we had to say it twice when he got hurt.
Yeah, but they had a backup ready who was just going to basically hold the fort down.
Who knew about Matt Castle before that? And then they had
Garoppolo.
Brissett
They
for
did
a couple
have Brissett.
games.
Yeah.
It was Garoppolo, Brissett.
So, you know what? I wonder if Belichick's just licking his chops to be like, yeah, I'm going to show you this is the system.
All it's going to be is a game manager guy. It's going to be, they're going to probably get another running back. And then beef up that line some more. Like, fuck it. We're going to beat y'all with some play action. We're going to beat you the way 49ers won last year. Till they ran to the Chiefs. And did you know the Jaguars got 11 picks?
Mm-hmm. Complete rebuild process.
But they got rid of a lot of bad money. Got rid of Nick Foles. What's next? The running back finally getting healthy.
Yeah, I'm for set.
Right.
Fournette,
right.
I'm so mad at him about drafting him in fantasy football and him just being stupid. We still got problems with each other.
Bruh, fantasy ruins a lot of relationships with players.
Fournette, Tavon Austin are two people I'd never want to meet.
Why would you ever draft Tavon Austin?
I didn't draft him high.
Period. Unless you get punt return yards.
I have issues with Tavon Austin. Especially coming out of college because I liked him in college.
That's because you thought of him as a West Virginia player.
I did. And then he got to the NFL and he was just like, not for long. So yeah, Tavon Austin, yeesh.
No, that's terrible drafting. You're the Bill O'Brien of fantasy.
That was hurtful.
I'm a hurtful person.
Rona acting up.
My Rona flaring. Wait, is that all with the NFL? They gonna start on time, so I guess we ain't gotta worry about that.
I'm just interested in these last couple spots. I want to see what the Patriots do. I want to see where Cam Newton ends up. Because the NFL kills me. It's like they have you go find your own trade.
Your agent can solicit trades.
Which is weird to me.
Why?
So your agent calls a team and just like, hey, I got my guy Cam wants to come to your team. Why don't you get rid of this guy and trade for him?
I don't know. I mean, you gotta think a lot of these. It happens in the NBA. Hey, I want to go there. It's just more upfront.
Where do you think Cam ends up?
I like Pittsburgh. I don't know if that'll happen.
I like Denver.
I don't know if I like Denver. I like Jameis in Denver.
They don't have enough crab legs.
What? I mean, it's a close ride to Frisco.
Why do you like Jameis in Denver? I don't think John Elway will handle him very well.
Why not? He's the same kind of person. He's
not very mature. I think Cam is a lot more mature and a lot more like his head's on. Like,
but you get a younger guy in Jameis. If you dumb down his offense, I think he can make all the throws. Of course, Cam can make all the throws. But you don't want a guy coming off an injury. Like, Cam almost need to go to Pittsburgh for a year and kind of chill. And then come back. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't see Jameis working out in Denver.
I'm taking Jameis to Denver. I'm taking Cam to. Apparently, Washington is high up there.
Why? I thought they'd go with the young boy.
But you could have him behind him for 2 years or so, and then boom.
Where's he?
It's better than Case Keenum,
Isn't it?
So I think the odds were Washington.
Denver hadn't popped up yet.
The Bears fell out after they got Foles. Because that was the talk a long time ago, was the Bears. I don't know. I just like I like Denver for.
What do you think is going to happen with Hopkins in Arizona, though? Can Murray give him the ball?
Yeah. Yeah. If
Is Larry going to be there, or is he done?
Larry coming back.
Wow. So you're going to have at least 1 year of Hopkins and Fitzgerald? Kyler's another guy who's 30 seconds shorter than us.
That's true.
Because to see him and David Johnson stand next to each other was comical.
But David Johnson, like 6'4".
He's abnormally tall for a running back.
He'll give him the ball. But the thing is, DeAndre Hopkins is not like a. He's a great route runner. Like they said, that was the thing is of why he didn't get number one money from Houston. It's because he isn't top line speed guy. But I don't know. I like a dude that's a gamer. I don't care about a lot of the metrics.
It's interesting to, like, football this year, this offseason, they've let it rip. It's been all crazy stuff.
Cam to the Chargers. How about that?
They said they're rocking on Tyrod Taylor.
Cam to the Chargers.
Don't disrespect Tyrod. Don't disrespect T-Square like that.
The only teams that kind of have open quarterback, Frisco, if you want to throw that out there. Frisco, Bucs, not Bucs. Patriots, Chargers, Frisco, Cowboys, and Dolphins.
Dolphins is definitely there. I guess the Chargers, I don't know what kind of money you really got tied up in Tyrod Taylor, plus you had him behind Phillip Rivers anyway.
I think he had 2 years left because he had signed with
Cleveland before.
Cleveland, right. I don't know. Who else you got? Pittsburgh Steelers, the odds are basically 5,000 to 1. It's the Bears, Chargers, Patriots, Bucs, Redskins, Dolphins, Denver, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. That's how the odds have them.
Could you imagine him in New England? What kind of damage could Cam Newton do in New England?
Who goes with him? He basically in the same bucket where he's at in Carolina, except he'll be protected.
And I think he'll do a lot more being protected.
Right, but your targets are slot guys. I guess that's what he's used to.
And at least you're protected. You're not going to get hit
a million times. But they'll have a lot more shorter throws, too.
Him in New England? Oh, man. I'll tell you this right now. If Cam Newton were to go to New England, I am getting a New England Patriots Cam Newton jersey. Like, that is happening.
Oh.
That will happen.
I kind of want to see that. I still like Jameis to Denver. I don't know why.
I like Cam to Denver.
So Denver's getting a black quarterback.
I'm about to say, you know what? Either way it goes, Denver's getting a black quarterback the way we see it. Or Cam to San Francisco, or Cam to San Diego, Tyrod Taylor to Denver.
Nah, I don't think they would do it like that. I think that
I'm just saying, like
they'll draft a young boy.
I was still saying black quarterback though.
So if all these teams come true, who's your MVP favorite?
We haven't even played it down.
Mahomes?
Probably.
Is right now, is it Mahomes and
Lamar?
And New Era? Is it theirs like for the next 5 years?
4. I think Lamar will fall off.
I think he'll learn how to throw. Well, I think he'll learn to stay in the pocket. They'll ease him back in the pocket.
We didn't say, but where do Todd Gurley, Miami?
Atlanta.
What's the difference? Why would you? For me, the question would be with Atlanta, you cut Devontae Freeman to get Gurley. They're the same guy.
No, Gurley's a lot better than Freeman.
Just 2 years ago, Freeman was one of the best running backs in the league.
Didn't like it. It's just like Matt Ryan stats. They don't mean much to me. English Premier League canceled to May 1st. That was a horrible transition, but we're going to make that work. So that means the Champions League playoffs, it's going to be way out, right?
Way out.
Like July?
Probably. And I was reading earlier, they just said that the Olympic flame is making its way to Japan Friday. For what? We're not doing that.
Hey, let them carry it with some gloves on.
Hey, if you were a U.S. basketball player, if you're like, hey, you want to go play in the Olympics? No, thank you.
But all them dudes was backing out last year, remember?
They were backing out during the FIBA, not the Olympics. They backed out in FIBA. No one wanted to play FIBA, which we did get embarrassed.
Right. So, like, now it's like, shit, fuck that. I ain't trying to get hurt. I ain't trying to get sick. Or who else, I don't want to get Ronaldo'd. Rape case.
Wow, it went dark.
Alleged. It got thrown out.
It got completely thrown out.
I don't care about the Olympics, though. I only care about Premier League, NBA, NFL a little bit.
Nothing about baseball?
Not a damn thing.
Okay. You're not going to the game with us?
I'll go to a game.
Nope.
But nope. I dropped out my fantasy baseball league.
I've never done that. How hard was it? That just seemed like a lot of work to me.
It is, but it isn't. Because you can just kind of set your lineup and go. But you got to, like, watch for the trends and watch, baseball does so many DLs.
Can't say DL.
Baseball has so many DLs. Just like basketball. Like, I did a fantasy basketball a long time ago.
I want to do one next season.
It's the same thing. It's so many games. So many games, and, like, you basically just set your lineup for a week and hope people don't get hurt. And then those Friday nights, you'll have everybody, so you got to pick different people. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I'm good. When's the NBA playoffs going to start? Are they just going to say, you know what? This is the record. Here's the seedings?
You know what I don't like about that? Is no choice of his own. Vince Carter's career is done. No hoopla, no final game. Done. That's the one thing I don't like. Logistically, it makes sense. Just be like, no seedings. Don't like. All right, where was that? That's where we're going. That makes sense.
No, like 5-game warm up.
Yeah.
I would do like a 10-game closeout because it's only like
18.
19. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not even 10 then.
7.
There you go. 5 to 7 games of, all right, this is how we're going to close out the season. Because if we look at the standings.
And if you're also saying fuck the Olympics, then that means we can go until July or August.
No, because they show the Olympics on the same channels. At that point, it turns into a TV race.
But at that point, too, if most countries are saying, if we've canceled everything else, sorry, cancel Christmas, the Olympics are not happening. Because you could do these Olympics late because apparently they were talking about they could start them in December because that city just has to have it done this year.
So, if you look at the East, there's basically two teams that had a Great White Hope puncher's chance to make it to the 8th seed. Everybody else is locked into at least the playoffs.
Okay, who are the people?
You got Washington or Charlotte. And Charlotte actually is just Washington. If you're talking about 5 to 7 games. Washington and Charlotte could catch Brooklyn, Orlando. Right?
Yeah.
But in the West, of course, is closer. You got
Portland was kind of there.
Portland, New Orleans, Sacramento, San Antonio. All could catch Memphis. Like, only Memphis. Like, only the 8th seed.
Can we do something completely different and do, like, a tournament of 16 teams?
They'll push for that next year. You can't have too much change in 1 year. We already changed the All-Star game.
I'm just saying we could do this change because of the time constraints.
Nah, because teams have already clinched, like, their conference, you know?
Yeah.
So, nah, I don't think it'll fly. And then at the top, the Lakers pretty much got the number 1 seed.
Lakers have it in the West.
The Lakers and the
it.
Bucs.
Yeah.
So it's like, ain't too much gonna change.
5 games just so I can see Vince Carter's last.
Shit, I would just do. Well, yeah, I guess so. But how do you pick the 5 games? If you got 19 remaining, you got 5 games.
The next 5 you add up. Either the next 5 or your last 5.
You know what I'm saying? Because
whatever your last 5 were.
Depending on who you playing.
Whatever your last 5 were.
Really dictates.
Whatever your last 5 were.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you playing the strength schedule. Or if you're Orlando and, your last 5 is New York, Detroit, Atlanta, Cleveland, you want that versus Washington, Charlotte, Chicago, who got a chance to bump you.
Yeah.
And you want them to play some of the harder teams so they don't just sweep Atlanta 5 times. Or play Golden State. But Steph came back, though.
Draymond signed with Converse, which is just stupid.
That mean to get free Nikes.
Technically. But you got to wear Converse on the court.
But you get Nikes.
Kelly Oubre's doing it.
I mean, shoes. A mouth to mouth, Dave.
Then why'd you even sign with Converse if you already signed a Nike? He's probably not going to be wearing Nikes off the court. It is true under the same umbrella. Like, I get what you're saying, but why would, if you know that that's where the check is coming from ultimately, why did you not just re-sign with Nike? They gave you probably got a little bit more to sign with Converse because Nike's like, we got to pump some money into Converse. So, because the only person wearing
That's
Converse...
the only way he's going to get his signature shoe.
No one's wearing a mouth breather. Check out the new Converse Mouth Breather 2000.
Are we being serious? Is anybody going to wear the claws?
The New Balance? Absolutely not. Well, it might be some middle-aged white guys like, I like that shoe. Because we're not children. We don't wear Steph's.
I would buy some Steph's or some Ling Nangs before I bought some claws.
This is true. Yeah, this is true. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, a couple pair.
Yeah.
And
I would
wear the Hardens. I would wear the Lillards, not the Spiders. The Spiders too. Before I wear the claws.
Sorry. You know what? I'm sorry. Fun guy. You probably should have just worked out with Jordan Brand.
What do you want to see the season in? When do you want to see the season in? Basketball. It has to end before football season.
Why?
Sunday. You don't want to fight on Sundays.
I've never been in that situation before. At least let me deal with it once and say,
Is this going to end up pushing the seasons back?
yeah, it could.
The whole start in December.
I still think the NBA should start in December. I really think because when do you really care about basketball? Christmas Day games. You're like, okay, what's popping?
Right, because Thanksgiving is football.
Exactly. So I'm okay with NBA. Let's really think about starting in December.
Start December 15th.
Something like that.
Big games, Christmas, New Year's. Mm-hmm. And in August.
Yeah, because it's too... Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about shortening the season?
I don't think you should shorten the season just in August. NBA is 82 games. And the players who said they need load management, tell that shit to Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley.
Nope. Not going to go there.
Load management's a bunch of bullshit.
I would want them to start in December, but end by July 31st.
So you want to shorten the season?
Right now they starting Halloween. No, they started October 20th. It used to be Halloween through June, right?
Michael Jordan's Mr. June.
So if you just take away November, now you're ending in July.
So you still want to go 82?
Yeah.
Okay. If you were going to say no, I was about to have an issue.
No, I want 82 because I want the team to be 70-12. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want a 73-9. I don't want a 70. I don't want a 65-10. No. That's the Bulls out on the 98 season.
72-10.
Well, it's been another week of ball and buckets.
Don't let the corona get you.
Don't let Dak talk you into contract negotiations.
Dummy.
Hulu has...
No, they don't.
Hulu's playing previously broadcasted live sports.
We're watching the Lakers or the Rams and the Buccaneers now. Free agency showcase. Jameis Winston throw a pick.
Nope. 30 for 30.